Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
One nation. Okay, may we have a roll call vote, please?
Barshinger, Baum, Ramsey, Ritz, Rarbaugh, Shear, Stein, White, Wilson.
Here. Rachel is out for traveling for business, so she's not here today. There were 3 executive sessions held since the last Sunshine meeting, August 11th, 15th, and 20th for personnel reasons. And a board retreat was held on August 23rd as an executive session took place also for personnel. We will now open the floor to those residents who wish to address the board. The first person is Rhonda Wassler, Music Booster President. Okay, I guess Rhonda's not here. Is there anybody else that would like to speak to the board? Okay, come on up, and if you just want to give your name and where you're from.
Are we on now? Now I'm on. Okay. Kathy Gross, Heidelberg Township. I am a retired teacher from Spring Grove, live in Spring Grove, and my grandchildren go to Spring Grove. I want the best for our schools and community. I wanted to speak about the superintendent resignation. First, I'm so happy to see Dr. Renault here. What a refreshing start to the year. All our employees were happy about you being there. Several teachers reached out to me to tell me how wonderful it was to see him and hear his positive remarks on opening day. He also sent a welcome email to everyone, which they appreciated. The last superintendent barely went out in the buildings and didn't know the staff at all. His presence was not a positive one for this district in any way, shape, or form. I am hoping that lessons were learned from his hiring. I spoke here before you hired him, asking you to take your time and make sure this was a good fit for our district. I asked you that you look at the red flags that were everywhere and be cautious. He was pushed through without public input, teacher input, and without careful consideration of his past. Now the taxpayers are paying for his leave, etc., when unfortunately, he should have been let go when he got the DUI. How much has he cost the taxpayers? If he is resigning before he's fulfilled his contract, why must we pay him for his leave? He has not earned it. I can only hope that in the future you choose someone like Dr. Renault, someone from the area, someone who deeply loves education and cares about our community and teachers and staff. My hope is that you take your time. I see Dr. Renault is happy to stay the year. Let's keep him for as long as possible. Well, your contract, I read the contract, June, the school year. Have him help you find a good replacement. He has hired so many good people when he was here. Please have community and teacher involvement. This is a very important position and we deserve the best. I know in the past there were public forums for the public and staff to meet the candidates, ask questions, and then give their input. Do that again. Allow teachers and staff to be involved in the selection process. Be transparent. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. Anyone else would like to speak to the board? Come on up.
Hi, my name is Nikki Myers. I'm from Paradise Township. I have a junior, a senior at the high school, as well as a sophomore in college. I'm speaking tonight about Dr. Bradley's resignation and my frustrations with how we've even gotten to this point to begin with. When Dr. Bradley was hired, it was not done in a transparent and open way, as was done with Dr. Ioannidis and superintendents prior to him. When Dr. Ioannidis was hired, we had meet and greets for the community, surveys for the parents and the teachers. During the last superintendent search, staff and community members complained and begged that we be more transparent in the process, and it fell upon deaf ears. I might remind the board that you are volunteers, but you are volunteers elected to work on behalf of the students, teachers, and the taxpayers. We were warned about hiring Dr. Bradley. We knew he came with pending lawsuits. He was voted in on a 5 vote and heard of hiring. Then, that man community showed up and begged parents, staff, fire. Once again, follow. Again, find teachers. Now, here we are, a year later, a year waiting long. People who voted. Yeah, while we're sitting here. Dr. Bradley consulting, $500 a day. You fired. Which tells me you knew not to do the job. You didn't have to come in and learn the job, get self appreciated. Not for right. Use the $10,000. Now we have to continue to pay him accrued time off. He hasn't fulfilled his contract. Lucky for us. Why do we have to continue to pay him? We have lost many valuable staff over the past year due to his hiring. Morale is at an all-time low with the staff, parents, and students. Your survey results last year showed that we don't trust the board. One of the main functions of the school board is to hire and evaluate the superintendent. And you've done such a bad job at that the community needs to seriously question your overall judgment. Just in June, you rated him as proficient and gave him a raise. Unbelievable. I hope that during this next search for a superintendent, you put your politics aside and hold a transparent, open, and exhaustive search for the best candidate for the whole Spring Grove community, all of Spring Grove, not a select few. Our students, our staff, and our community deserve it. With that being said, the best decision the board has made in my eyes in the past 15 months is to bring Dr. Renault back to fill in. What a breath of fresh air. I know this has already boosted morale, which was on full display the first day of school for the staff. As a parent, it will be nice to see our superintendent at our kids' events and out there supporting our school, students, and community once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikki. Is there anybody else in the audience that would like to speak to the board? Okay, seeing none. Is there any board or administrative response? Okay. Seeing none, we'll move to the superintendent's report.
I'm new at this microphone thing, but I will tell you that beware, I like microphones. So Nikki, I'll ask if you want to push that at any point as I'm speaking for the next 25 minutes. But anyhow, thank you. I want to start off by saying thank you to the board. Thank you to the community. Thank you to the staff. The reception that I've received since I was willing to sort of say, yeah, I can do this, or I can try to do this, has been phenomenal. It's been heartwarming, and I hope I can give back even a fraction of what some of you think I can, but I will do everything that I can to make it work. So thank you. And I did have the beauty, the luxury of being here on Monday when this fantastic district opened up over in the high school, to see all kinds of people come there together. Just that moment in time, the opening remarks and convocation and so forth was just a heartwarming time for everybody. Everyone was there. And I want to say thank you to all folks, the bus drivers, to the instructional support, to the support staff, to the maintenance. The buildings are incredible. I keep saying, I asked the custodians out at New Salem if they actually licked the floors. I mean, they were that shiny, and it's just incredible. But the cafeteria folks, I hope I'm not missing anyone, the administrators, the bus drivers, I think I've said. It's just amazing to bring, I mean, I've sort of lost touch of that in the last 6 years, but to bring that many many people who are focused on kids together in one room at a time, it's very much a celebration. I didn't bring the music this year. That's for another time. But the opening school, I mean, hey, the administration, the staff, we got together and obviously got around to the buildings, welcomed the students, welcomed the staff. And I can say, I think things have gone really, really well. There's an upbeatness to it. What's not to love about schools on the first day of school, even for the teachers and others. But yeah, it was a great week last week. And yes, buses are buses. And yes, they're going to be slow sometimes because everyone's sort of trying to get into the groove. But a shout out to everyone who had anything to do with having a fantastic week. I really want to say that. And I will say this, and this is going to publicly embarrass her, which is why I'm doing it. Suzanne Sterner has been a godsend to me. I sort of said, did you see her with the finger? Did you see? I didn't see which finger, but we'll move on. I also new to me is that there's an audience out there. Sorry. I just want to say, and I will be very honest, I said when I sort of had initial conversations, is Suzanne still willing to do all of this hard work with me? She had a weak moment and said yes. So, and truly, any success I might have is because of not just Suzanne, but the tremendous team that surrounds me now, I guess. And I just want to make sure they understand how much I appreciate that. Again, you can turn this off. Nikki and I have never worked together in this, so she really doesn't know what she's getting into. Some of you do. I am honored to honor people tonight. I had the luxury of sitting there, as some of you did last Monday, and listen to incredible stories of some of our staff in the staff recognition program. And like a dutiful person, you appreciate this, but Suzanne handed me these and said, here, read every word. So on that note, and I want to read every word because this is phenomenal. Those of you some of you've heard this already, but let's start with Tabitha Schaefer. Where is Tabitha? Get up here. Come on. No, you don't come over here and stand if you don't mind, like over by the trash can. So I'm going to start in. I know some of you have heard this, but if I were Tabitha, I'd want to hear it again and have someone read it to the viewing audience and all those things. Tabitha, thank you. Tabitha Schaefer, intermediate school instructor, has been selected as an outstanding educator in the elementary program, K through 6, for this year, 25-26. Mrs. Schaefer, or Tabitha Schaefer, earned her Bachelor of Science degree in Education from Lock Haven University, her Master's degree in Curriculum and Instruction from Penn State University, and she holds certifications at the elementary and middle level. She began her career as a 5th grade teacher. I remember that day. We were in the same room, and thank you for saying yes. Quickly took on the challenge of teaching accelerated math, then transitioned to 6th grade pre-algebra before moving into her current position as a STEAM lab teacher. She played a pivotal role in advancing innovative opportunities through the development of the STEAM lab and has successfully written and implemented multiple grants that have translated into tangible enhancements and critical resources for students. Tabitha has led students through an array of engaging hands-on projects that foster creativity, critical thinking, and real-world application, such as hydroponic growing systems and Shiro robots. Am I saying it right? Sphero? Oh yeah, thanks. Robots and 3D designs. I did see them. I actually volunteered at SG one time with those things. I don't know what they were. Her leadership extends beyond instruction in the curriculum and program development. She takes the initiative to organize, develop, implement, and continuously evaluate curriculum to ensure it aligns with student needs and educational standards. Tabitha is deeply committed to professional development and educational outreach and shares her expertise by presenting to undergrad students at Penn State Harrisburg, helping to shape the next generation of educators. She goes above and beyond to support her community, actively volunteering at her children's schools, coaches youth sports, good for you, and contributes her time and energy to SGI Rockets on the Run and at K6 STEM Nights. Tabitha has unwavering dedication, demonstrates strong leadership, and has a deep passion for learning. Her work is marked by integrity, ingenuity, and a relentless pursuit of what is best for students. Tabitha Schaefer, folks. Next, we have Donna Huckenberry. Donna, are you here? Here she comes. Come on down. Little bit further, little bit further. There we go. Donna Huckenberry, Special Education Instructional Assistant at New Salem Elementary School, has been selected as Outstanding Support Staff Member at the elementary level for this year. Mrs. Huckenberry is an amazing Rocket staff member and team player. She's reliable, innovative in the classroom, and supportive to multiple teachers and across different grade levels. Donna makes quality educational decisions and can be trusted and appreciated by her peers to support students' needs and help our young scholars achieve success. She is empathetic and understanding to student circumstances and needs, and can push them to work hard at the same time. She communicates effectively, efficiently among teachers to support goals and share recognized student difficulties and needs so that the necessary adjustments can be considered and implemented. She exudes positivity, demonstrates consistency, and can accommodate students' needs on the fly. Good for you. She is known as the consummate professional instructional assistant, exceptional at what she does, and will complete any task requested efficiently and thoroughly. It is obvious that Donna loves working with students and her peers, and if asked, she will tell you that she does it for fun. Good for you. She is reliable, supportive, understanding, the words just keep coming, innovative, kind, timely, and professional. She embodies the qualities of an exceptional staff member. Teachers look forward to having her in the classroom. I give you, Donna Huckenberry, congratulations. Elaine Wolf, come on down. Elaine Wolf, data manager for the school district, has been selected as the outstanding support staff member at the district-wide level for this year. Elaine is the face of our information management system, better known as PIMS, and supports secretaries and administrators with child accounting functions on a daily basis. She gives top-notch customer service to every Rocket staff member and is the go-to tech support specialist among her job-alike peers throughout York and Adams County school districts. Elaine is looked up to and respected. She is ready, willing, and more than qualified to help anyone looking for assistance with Sapphire or with general data questions. She implemented several projects that interface with Sapphire. She can extract and manipulate data to create any report to suit specific needs, and she has the ability to work a situation from beginning to end to put a new process in place. Elaine excels at identifying operational gaps and proactively develops solutions before issues arise. She effortlessly takes the initiative to facilitate resolution in advance of a problem. She is always on point. Elaine is steady and dependable. Her input is valued by her colleagues. Her combination of strategic thinking, practical problem solving, and unwavering commitment to excellence make her an invaluable asset to Spring Grove. Elaine is a bridge between departments and a facilitator of collaboration across differing teams and staffing levels. Elaine is she is a part of the help desk team and deals with students, staff, and families on a regular basis. Elaine treats everyone with respect, and her work ethic is impeccable. Her easygoing attitude helps to calm a room. I can say she's calmed me down many times when I'm in a tech problem, when tensions are high. If you are locked in an escape room, you need Elaine on your team. I give you Elaine Wolf. Congratulations. Chrissy Kenny, would you bring your friend with you as well? Chrissy Kenny. And Kinsley, right, Kinsley, thank you. Chrissy Kenny, District Home and School Visitor, has been selected as Outstanding Educator at the secondary level for this year. Miss Chrissy earned her Bachelor of Arts degree from Millersville University and holds a certificate as a home and school visitor from Widener University. Her professional degree is in social work. Chrissy is a member of the multidisciplinary teams throughout the district. She supports case managers for individual students and serves as a liaison between the classroom and the home. She handles attendance issues for students K-12, and communicates with parents daily to create improvement plans when needed, advocating on behalf of the students and paying particular attention to their mental emotional needs. She is a consultant for school psychologists and works collaboratively with the district social worker. She also works very closely with emotional support students at the high school. Chrissy is known to go above and beyond to advocate for our young scholars, their families, and district staff. Her resilience and persistence serve to inspire colleagues and motivate students. And my little personal thing, she is relentless. Just saying. She develops positive relationships among educational pupil services teams, school resource officers, external referral agencies, community organizations, and students' homes. Chrissy is the junior class advisor, unified bocce coach, unified track and field coach, former field hockey coach, and is the primary handler and caretaker of our canine staff member and facility dog, Kinsley. I'm putting her to sleep. It's not the first time, folks. Chrissy helped to organize the Schmoyer 5K fundraising event and dedicates her outside time serving as a volunteer. Her we before me mentality is evidenced every day by her example of going above and beyond to make sure students, their families, and their colleagues stay connected and have the very best experiences in our district. Congratulations, Chrissy Kenny. And no, I'm not yet finished. Sorry, should I do that? I'm sorry. Suzanne's given me more. I'm very, very proud also to obviously invite some other folks up. Jeff Laux, if you'll come forward, and no, he's not getting any awards, so hold your applause. But he's going to help present to two outstanding students, Ava Dietrich and Darren Gross. So I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Laux so he can explain the recognition and the honor and the experience that they had this summer. Mr. Laux.
Thank you, Dr. Null. So a lot of you guys have heard my speeches before, so I'm going to kind of defer most of my time to these young people. But I want to just take a second to thank you again for allowing me to go along with these guys out to the National Student Leadership Summit in Indianapolis this July. There were 16 kids with us across Pennsylvania. Obviously, two of these guys, and then myself and Miss Landis were part of the chaperone group. Again, this program is paid for completely by PIAA. There's no cost to these guys, no cost to the district for allowing us to go, and it's just an outstanding experience. There was 32, I think, states that were represented, as well as Venezuela and Canada were there as well. They'll talk a little bit about their experience, but again, it's really good. And as we've gone over the years, it's gotten more and more popular across the state to that this year they had a record number of 60 applicants. So these guys actually got chosen this year out of 60 people to go and represent the state and obviously Spring Grove at this event. So we're really proud of them and really proud of the effort they put into their applications and the things that got them to this point. So they're going to tell you a little bit about their experience and what they kind of got out of it.
So my name's Darren Gross. I'm a senior here at Spring Grove Area High School. I want to first thank Mr. Laux and Miss Landis, who wasn't able to make it here, for allowing me to go on this and to just have the experience. I got a lot out of it. I think one of the first things that I saw when I got there was what makes a leader a leader. And I think the answer to that question is good leaders are willing to put themselves out there. They're willing to do things that others aren't. They're willing to just be able to be a friendly face, an open hand to help. I think that's the biggest thing that I saw is everyone there was energetic. Everyone there was willing to participate. I didn't think out of the hundreds and hundreds of kids there, I think I only saw 2 or 3 that I'd consider like shy. So I think that really shows just how much leaders have to put themselves out there to be successful. I think one of the biggest things about the adults was how open they were. They didn't shy away from just coming up to you and talking to you. I really enjoyed how open that they were, how they didn't judge you at all. I really appreciated that. One thing, I think the biggest takeaway from Indianapolis was probably social media and how that can be both a blessing and a curse at the same time. Obviously, I know we hear a lot about the curses of social media and how it can like one wrong post can change our life. It can screw up getting jobs in the future, but it can also be a blessing as well. One person there that I really got to know was Amari Pearson, former NBA player, who now does a lot of speaking, public speaking. He talked about how social media and NIL marketing go hand in hand, and how even just posting what you're eating that for breakfast one day can, I mean, that can translate to an NIL deal one day. And think I got a lot from him, and I was blessed to be able to talk with him more. Um, I also learned about the platinum rule. Treat others how others want to be treated. I know we hear the golden rule a lot, but I thought the platinum rule that was very good as well. I was researching a little, and they showed there that data shows that more funds toward education equivalates to better sportsmanship, which I thought that was very interesting, how education and athletics go hand in hand. And I wanted to just leave you guys with some words of wisdom that I learned from there. Time is money, so be sure to spend it trying to make a difference, even if it's only for one person. God bless you all.
Good evening, members of the board and attendees. My name is Ava Dietrich, and I had the privilege of attending the National Student Leadership Summit in Indiana. I had an amazing experience at the NSLS because we were encouraged to find ways to be resilient, get out of our comfort zone, and be open-minded. We did activities such as leading a drum circle and dancing from one end of the room to another in front of everyone. This made us all very uncomfortable, but we had fun and bonded over the experience. We talked about challenges in our communities and ways to solve them, and made connections with other leaders throughout the US, Canada, and the Honduras. All of the adults were easy to talk to and very helpful during sessions. They made me want to engage and speak up in rooms full of people I didn't know. And I also learned that some schools aren't as open to students leading as Spring Grove is. It really made me appreciate this district and our extracurricular programs. I am very grateful for my opportunity to be a leader and attend this conference, and I would definitely do it again if I had the chance. Thank you for allowing us to participate in this conference.
So thank you guys again. Like I said, this was my third year going. This fourth we've been taking Spring Grove kids out to this event. As you've heard in the past, the kids usually have a great time. They get a lot out of it. Mr. Zapp's daughter still going back as a college ambassador for the last 2 years. So it's really been a great experience. And then a lot of you know this as well, but what we brought back to Spring Grove from that is we've done the YAIAA Leadership Summit the last 3 years as well. We've ramped a little bit this year. I gotta do a better job of inviting you guys beforehand. I hope you come out to it one day. It really is a cool experience, and these guys will be helping plan that and build it out for this coming year. And that's kind of how they take what they learned and we bring back to our local area. So, thank you again for your time and allowing us to have this opportunity.
Jeff, don't go too far. Just real quickly, I also would like to congratulate the Hall of Fame inductees. Do you want to speak to this? I know they're being inducted Friday night just before the game, or at halftime, actually. So do you want to speak to
Yeah,
this?
we're having our Hall of Fame game on this Friday. We usually do it at halftime. So, if anybody can come out and just support, we have a great group. The Hall of Fame is growing and growing and growing. We have 3 inductees this year. So, if anybody wants to come out, sports community, it really is a great experience for those people. And, when they get that inductees, they're always grateful. They're always appreciative of what this district has done for them. It's just another great showcase of, former Spring Grove alumni. So thank you.
And I'm gonna just do a quick shout out. Kevin Lockman,
Yeah.
a student athlete, Haley Norton, softball, I think,
Yep.
with my memory, and Greg Trone, football coach.
Correct. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have said
No, that's
yes,
good.
thank you.
Again, Suzanne.
Yeah, thank you, Suzanne.
Thank you, Mr. Knox.
Yes, thank you to everyone, especially the students. This is one of my favorite parts when they come back and share with us what they've learned. So thank you very much for talking to us today. So moving forward, there's no correspondence to share this evening. I'll turn it over now to Dr. Renault for a legislative update.
Thank you very much. I obviously took some liberties here when reading through these various papers that folks gave me, other than Suzanne this time. But I'll just say, I'll do it this way. This side is all the stuff that's sort of been passed by the House, and this is all the stuff that's been passed by the Senate. And I'm going to, I think, until I'm told otherwise, sort of report out more, unless there's a really hot button here in the world of not talking too much, of things that are sort of moving beyond that point. Because those two groups, as you know, need to come through and sort of decide on something. There's many things. I will do one quick update for the sake of time. As many of you probably know, we do not have a state budget yet. But I've been assured by Mr. Zapp as recently as this afternoon that the state money is not flowing to us. However, because of the tax receipts starting to come in and obviously other funds, the district is still afloat for a while. I won't ask him to elaborate, but we're doing okay with that. Obviously, we hope that the state budget can be resolved sooner than later, as do many people. That's all I have, Nikki.
Great. For the York County School of Technology, I'll turn it over to Mr. Ritz.
Yeah, our last meeting was July 24th. We didn't have a lot on the agenda due to the students not being in, but we did have a good presentation from Kurt Adams, who has a big title, but we talked a lot about returning 500 kids away every year. We talked about different models, maybe stuff that the sending schools can elaborate in their technical programs. I can't find the article at the moment, but yeah, so it was very interesting throwing out ideas. I mean, there is a big need for tech, and they're definitely overwhelming us by 1,100 applicants a year. We only can take about 450 to 500. So our next meeting is Thursday night. That's about it. We started school Wednesday for the first year kids and Thursday for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Now I'll turn it over to Mrs. Baum for the York Adams Academy report.
All right, an update on the York Adams Academy. They're back in full swing. Our next meeting is tomorrow evening. I was told that they've enrolled 27 new students over the last 8 days, and they will be testing 32 additional students on Wednesday. So it's very popular and we're moving right ahead. I'll have more to report the next time after our meeting.
Okay, for the departmental reports, this is for information only. Do any board members have questions related to the reports at this time? No, seeing none. Okay. The approval of the minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of the July 21st regular voting meeting and August 11th voting directors study forum meetings? Okay. All in favor, say aye. Okay, the motion carries. Now we'll turn it over to the treasurer's report. I'll turn it over to Mr. White.
$2,000. So moves treasurer's report.
So last year, when we were putting the general fund budget together, there was a line item in there under technology for a project. And Mr. Eng can give the details of the specific project, but we took the opportunity to reduce the general fund by that amount. I believe it's 160 some thousand. And we said we would take that out of the bond fund.
I also have, the engineer reviewing, are some of them costs going to be the YMCA's also, or are we splitting them, or how's that, is that just?
Part of those will be split to the YMCA, but they are all Jackson Township.
Right.
Right.
But the YMCA will.
There will be a portion of it billed invoice to the YMCA, correct?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stein, Ritz, Baum, Barshinger, Ramsey, Shear, White,
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes. Okay, moving on to departmental reports. We'll turn it over to Doug White for Budget and Finance.
Budget and Finance Board actions requested, A, accounts payable list as listed, and that's 1 through 8. We have B, 25-26 fundraising organizations, approval for students and staff to raise funds towards support of the organizations reflected on the attached list during the 25-26 school year in accordance with Board Policy 229. B, tax exoneration request to exonerate the Spring Grove Area School District from tax bill number 4746 dated 7/15 of 25, partial ID number blah, 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 for 25-26 school year real estate taxes due in the face amount of $5,360. And just a little information, this is the property that is located right behind this school. So moves Treasurer's report.
Do I have a second? Any discussion? Okay, roll call vote on Budget and Finance.
Ramsey, Barshinger, Shear, White,
Yes.
Ritz, Baum, Stein, Wilson.
Yes. Now we'll do Buildings and Grounds. I'll turn it over to Mr. Ramsey.
Buildings and Grounds Board actions requested 25-26 waiver of rental fees. Approval for organizations included on the attached list to be considered eligible for waiver of rental fees for usage of facilities during the 25-26 fiscal school year. So moved on Buildings and Grounds.
Do I have a second? Any discussion? Okay, roll call vote on Budget and Finance.
Shear, Ramsey, White,
Yes.
Barshinger, Stein, Baum, Ritz, Wilson.
Yes.
I had a couple residents come up to me yesterday and they were concerned about the long grass in the stadium here, that why it wasn't being maintained. I said I would share with everyone here, Bill, whatever. I mean, obviously it's a hard place to mow on top of the top of the hill, but I just figured I'd share it in Buildings and Grounds with everyone.
Okay,
Ready for
transportation, yeah, I'll turn it over to you, Mr.
Transport-
Ritz.
Transportation Board actions requested, item A, 25-26 Christ bus and van drivers, approval of the following additional contracted Christ bus drivers as listed. So moved on transportation.
Do I have any discussion? Okay, roll call vote on transportation.
White,
Yeah.
Ritz, Ramsey, Stein, Barshinger, Baum, Shear, Wilson.
Yes. Okay, now, we'll turn it over to Mrs. Baum for policy.
Policy Board actions requested, letter A, first reading, approval of a first reading for the following policies. 006.2 Board Committees, Policy 113.1 Discipline of Students with Disabilities, Policy 113.2 Behavior Support, Policy 234 Pregnant Parenting Married Students, Policy 236.1 Threat Assessment, Policy 254 Educational Opportunity for Military Children, Policy 615 Payroll Deductions, Policy 622 GASB Statement 34. Letter B, the 2026 Board Meeting Calendar, approval of the attached meeting calendar dates for regularly scheduled voting and study meetings of the Board of School Directors for the 2026 calendar year. Letter C, donations, acknowledgement and/or acceptance of the following donations in accordance with Board Policy 702, gifts, grants, and donations as listed. So moved on Policy Board actions.
Do I have a second? Any discussion?
May I have a separate vote on A1, please?
Okay, so we will do first, you want to do A1? Okay, roll call vote on A1.
Barshinger? Ritz? Shear? White? Stein? Ramsey? Baum? Wilson?
Yes. Now roll call vote on A 2 through 8, B and C.
Ramsey? Baum? White? Shear? Stein? Barshinger? Ritz? Wilson?
Yes. Okay, and we'll now go to Mr. Stein for personnel.
Personnel board actions requested. Item A, substitute superintendent contract approval to employ Dr. David Renault as substitute superintendent for Spring Grove Area School District according to the terms and conditions set forth in the attached employment contract retroactive to August 18, 2025. Item B, approval to post temporary substitute position, approval to post internally for a substitute elementary assistant principal during an anticipated temporary vacancy due to request for family medical leave approximately November 13th, 2025 to March 26, 2026. Item C, resignation, acceptance of the following resignations as listed. Item 3, acceptance of superintendent resignation, acceptance of the resignation of Dr. Joseph Bradley, superintendent, effective at the conclusion of exhausting all accrued and available leave. Item D, appointment, approval of the following teacher appointment. Item 1, Abigail Alex, long-term substitute, social studies. Item E, transfer, approval of the following transfer. Item 1, Patty Feckler, Spring Grove Intermediate School lead cook. Item F, appointments classified, approval of the following appointments. Item 1, Jesse Madison, instructional assistant kindergarten. Item 2, Jasmine Ramirez, part-time nutrition support. Item G, level 5 appointment, approval of following appointment. Item 1, Tracy Kerfoot, human resources generalist. Item H, teacher substitute, approval of the following individuals as listed. Item I, support staff substitute, of the following substitutes as listed. Item J, student employees, approval of following as listed. Item K, game manager, interscholastic personnel, approval of the following individuals as listed. So moved on personnel.
I think Gareth would like to read a statement.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, board members. As we reach the personnel action items here, just a brief statement here for our board minutes. As you are aware, the agenda tonight includes the acceptance of Dr. Bradley's voluntary resignation. He has submitted a voluntary resignation from his position of superintendent of schools. I'd like to note for the record the circumstances of his resignation have no connection whatsoever to the circumstances that occurred last summer after his hire. His resignation will be effective upon conclusion of his present leave, and in my capacity as school board solicitor, I recommend that the board accept his resignation listed tonight on the addendum. I wish to thank Dr. Bradley for his service to the district, and I wish him the best in his future endeavors. You're also aware, board members, the agenda includes the appointment of former superintendent, Dr. Renault, as acting superintendent. Subject to your approval, he's willing to serve in that role until the board can identify a permanent replacement. I look forward to working with him again, and I'd like to thank him for returning to service and assisting the district on an interim basis. Thank you, Dr. Renault. Go ahead.
Rachel had left me, given that she's absent today. Rachel, due to her absence, has left me with a message as well. She states, in my absence, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the board. I also want to affirm my full support of our solicitor's direction and express my complete trust in his guidance. Thank you.
Two things. First, I'd like to separate C number 3 from the rest of the list.
So then any discussion?
I just wanted to say that I agree with our legal counsel and board leadership's recommendation that Dr. Bradley no longer should be employed by the district. However, I cannot support providing him with a severance package without a full understanding of his actions.
I just want to say I agree with getting the resignation of Dr. Bradley, but I'll be voting no on item C3 of personnel because of the separation and release agreement.
And all I would like to say is on C3, that I understand, Garrett's and, Rachel's statements. However, I do need to vote no. Over the last couple months, we've heard a lot and we've seen a lot of things about transparency. And I just think that in the best interest of everyone, I need to vote no.
I would like to ask if we can go into executive session for a couple minutes, please. I have a question and I'm not saying anything without making sure that that's appropriate as was asked by the attorney.
Recess.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay, any other discussion?
I'd like everybody to be aware that if, we don't vote yes to this, that when the if personnel stuff with Mr. Bradley would become public knowledge, it could get way more expensive with court hearings and stuff above my head, but don't shit on the board members that are voting him to leave for this compensation, because it could get uglier if we do not.
Okay, let's vote, on should we vote on C3 first, Suzanne? Roll call vote on C3.
Bum, Ramsey, Ritz, Stein, Barshinger, White,
Yeah.
Shear, Wilson.
Yes.
5-3 vote.
Okay, and okay, roll call vote on A through C, D, and E, excluding C3.
White,
Yes.
Shear, Baum. Stein,
Yes.
Ritz.
Yeah.
Barshinger.
Yeah.
Ramsey, Wilson.
Yes. Okay, and then we do have two new.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want to, go ahead, yeah, go ahead. You,
Okay,
please, please.
Again, thanks for the microphone. Thank you, Nick. I just want, it's always a pleasure to introduce new people and to sort of yank their chains. And would like to have Tracy stand up first because she's the one that I said she should really give about a 10-minute discussion of her past. But no, we're not going to yank her chain. That's Tracy Kerfoot, who's the Human Resource Generalist. Thank you and welcome to Spring Grove Community. And Jesse Madison. Is that right, Mark? Jesse, there you are. I didn't see you. I didn't get back as far. You're way back in the back. And Jesse, you are now an instructional assistant in kindergarten out at Paradise. Is that correct? Congratulations and welcome to Rocket Nation.
Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting? All in favor? Aye.